All right, this is so much fun. Here we are at Safa Retreat, and I just met Cloudia Vardon. And Claudia, you came up and said you watched the Yoga Day Summit last year.
I did. I watched it last year. I was in London, and it came to me via the Shift Network. And my parents had signed up in Ghana and sent me the link because I was trying to research yoga and yoga schools, and I began watching the summit, and I saw the first couple of days, and I was so blown away that I had to sign up because I hadn't realized that Rishikesh was the home of yoga. I had been reading Yogananda's book the month before, and then I kept dreaming about him and all his teachers by my bed, and I'd get up and come to the loo, and I'd be like, oh, you're floating there again. I have to get some sleep. What? Just because I'm reading your books. I was listening on audio, and then I was also going in and flicking through and reading things. That kind of captured me. So then when I was watching the Yoga Day Summit, and then you were going and interviewing all these different famous masters and teachers and yoga schools, I was completely blown away because it was giving me this window into what yoga was about, but on a really big international scale. So you had people who had lived in America and come here and trained as self-realization monks and were living here and teaching meditation, teaching Kriya, teaching yoga. And it just opened my eyes to what yoga is really about.
Yeah, so it opened your eyes. You said it expanded your sense of yoga.
It expanded my sense of yoga and also my sense of self, and also I felt like it was expanding my consciousness as well. Just the interviews and the interaction that you were having with people, I felt like I felt very present here in the interviews because you were so kind of on the ground in the interviews. You were in the Ganga, you were going into caves. I felt like I was always also experiencing it with you. And it was just magical. Yes.
Beautiful. And then that inspired you.
It did. It inspired me. So I listened to the talks with different yoga schools and different, trying to remember what the name, ashrams. And I had been thinking of going to a yoga school in Mexico, and I was also thinking about doing one in London. And then when you interviewed Anand about Sattva Academy, when he spoke about it and talked about the land here and that it was in the Himalayas and by the Ganga, I was just captured in my heart that I wanted to come here, and I wanted to study in the home of yoga. I wanted to study where yoga came from. I wanted to be immersed and it to be authentic.
And what's your experience here?
Amazing, like incredible. Like just the journey here. Like when you first make your intention, your commitment, when you speak to the yoga school and you say that, they say you've already set your intention. Your journey starts from when you make that commitment in your heart. And so like the packing and getting on the flight and arriving and seeing India as you come off the plane from the window, and then you step down onto the tarmac and get on the bus, and then you're here. I have to keep pinching myself to remind myself that I'm here where I was watching online last year. Yeah, that's incredible.
I love it.
Yeah, and the smell of the place. Also, you don't realize, like, when I'm in Ghana, it has a certain smell when I get off the flight. And here too, it has a certain scent and a fragrance, but there's also like, there's an energy in the air of calm, but it's also uplifting and like so slightly tingly, I would say, if I focus my senses, yes.
Wonderful. Well, any messages for people about Yoga Day Summit in India? And
wow. If you get a chance to find out about the Yoga Day Summit, log in online, immerse yourself in all the classes, listen to all of the talks, listen to all the advice that the teachers give, listen to all the interviews and really immerse yourself in that, and then just come here. just make it happen. Whatever you need to do, that's just a stepping stone to actually being here and being fully immersed in the experience of the Yoga Day Summit.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Claudia, thank you. What a
Welcome.
joy. And say hello to your family.
Thank you. So great to meet you. After seeing you online, I can't believe it. I'm just like, wow.
It's fun. It's a joy to meet you.
You too.
Right. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yay.
And you're in the interviews now.
Yeah.
Am I? That's so strange.
You'll be online.
Well, we forgot to do this. Strange. Hello, Mom.
Wow.
Hey, Dad.
I've just remembered something.
What's that?
Last year, when I was packing to come here, I was unpacking my stuff and I found this envelope that said, to me, don't open until March 11th. I haven't opened it yet. It's in my suitcase.
You wrote it to yourself?
Yes, there's an envelope with a note, and I can see like loads of pictures or something.
Oh.
I must have done. Yeah, I must have like sat still and did an intention or written something and then
About coming
put it.
here?
I don't know. I'm going to go and have a look.
Yeah.
I just remembered. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's when the summit was on last year, wasn't it? March.
Do you want to get it?
June 21st.
You're dying to see what's inside.
Cloudia, you mentioned that you had written a message to yourself and you put it in an envelope.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
So it must have been about a year ago because I found it when I was packing for India, and it said, me, open, 11th of March 2018. And I've opened the envelope and there's a drawing which looks like the front of the yoga academy here at Sattva Yoga, and it's got water and it's got big shoots of bamboo which are over by this building on the left hand side, and then it's got a swimming pool which we have here, and it's got people doing yoga, and it's got some cars in the driveway, and it's got the sun shining. And I'm just blown away to find this a year later.
And you wrote this after watching the Yoga Day Summit, right?
I did, yes, yeah. And then I've also found other things in here, like these visuals that I must have just pulled out and put together. So it's got people doing yoga, it's got the word transform, there's love written on here, there's time to flourish in yellow, there's a cup of tea, and there's plenty of chai here in India, and then there's also light, fantastic. And then this one, which is just kind of light projecting. And this is like a sample of what I've found in the envelope.
What is that like now to experience?
Amazing, guys. I forgot this was in there. And so I started talking to you about last year, and I was like, oh, there's that envelope in my suitcase that I had packed to open when I was here, because it wasn't time when I left to come here from London. And yeah, I mean, I could well up now. But yeah, I'm just in gratitude for, I guess, all the people and the beings and the unseen that have helped me to get to this point, because I must have set that intention and I've been helped along the way. Unseen hands.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Om Tare Tu Tare Tu